Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Railroad Corporation's Series 3, Episode 5, also known as Mission 9. So let's go back. We just finished off the last mission and now we get to the screen where we can improve our character by using our experience points. So if you look at our guy right now, we've got lower upkeep of locomotives and buildings, cheaper locomotives, cheaper track laying and soil works, and high profit bonus from passenger and mail. So the way I got to that point is by doing the entire financier path, getting all those bonuses, which kind of gives you Don Lorenzo's freight bonus with the ladies' passenger bonus with a little bit of Doc's cheaper locomotives. And then we go over here and start the geologist, and now we get the general's cheaper tracks, all of this. And we're starting to get, pretty good character, pretty strong character. And we're going to keep going down that path. We are going to get that soil works. So now we've got soil works are even cheaper. So track laying and soil works go together in terms of laying your track. And then we'll get cheaper bridges. And we'll keep working on this one and get cheaper tunnels and cheaper bridges and tunnels. And there is a method to this madness. The reason is, first of all, in this game, as we've seen so far, the way to really kill it early and get way ahead of your AI competitor and build your wealth quickly is to get passenger and mail going on long lines. So you need to be able to lay track, and you need to, of course, if you're going to have that, get bonuses for what you're doing. Now, and the other thing is, there's nothing wrong with ever having lower upkeep on your stuff and then having cheaper locomotives so you can spam trains. Now when I say you, that's me. This is how I play. So I spam trains on when I really want to go after one and I don't want to tie my hands behind my back to slow myself down. I really go after passenger and mail profit on long lines. Lots of trains, and of course that means you have to lay a lot of track. So that's the reason I go after these. And then if you think about the way the game goes, the research, which is something you start getting over here in the engineer, you get cheaper research and that kind of stuff. This stuff starts showing up later, the higher price. Now, it's always nice to have a discount on your research, but it really helps you when you get into the expensive research later on, and the further you go, the more it costs. So it makes sense to come at it later. And the HR recruiter stuff, I have a horrible habit of ignoring employees, and trust me, that's going to change. I'm going to try my best to remember on this one to get employees. But anyway, now you can see our guy has all these discounts, and now we've made his soil works even bigger discount and cheaper bridges, and we're ready to rock and roll. So let's start our next mission. All right, in this one, it's all about railroad expansion. So it's just make your railroad bigger. And so we'll see what they mean by that in just a moment when we fire up the actual mission, when we get to start it, once it finishes loading here. And we will have a competitor. So here we go. Let's pause it and take a look at what we got to do. We have a little over 1,500 days to get our super fast bonus. We have to be the first one to open up 25 stations, or own 25 stations. So that means that we have to be first in to 25 of these cities or material sites or factory sites. So, well, I guess they're all towns. So we have to get 25 of those towns before our competitor does. Not hard, folks, not hard at all. In fact, what we're going to do on this one is take advantage of getting our research really done, because if you look, we've got the Forney, And if we look, I can't actually look at the research without a research thing, but we're very close to having the Mogul. We're ready to research the actual Mogul. So we'll get the Mogul soon enough, but we'll run Forneys in this episode. I like to run the same train because I like to have the same, kind of set the same speed limit and stay with that all the time. All right, so we're going to do Forneys and we're going to look around. Let's next look around and see what we got. We start in Pittsburgh, and this one they've made it easy on us because we start in a decent city, so we've got decent passengers, possible traffic right off the bat. The only problem is we got these massive mountains here to go through to get over here to even any city like this little town of Harrisburg, or where we really want to get to, a nice big city like Philadelphia over here, New York up here. Look at this. Baltimore, good sized city of 35, and Washington's an 18. Richmond is extra big, 35. And we'll also notice our competitor starts in Washington. So he's got a beautiful, wouldn't you love that, to be able to go this way and get passengers and go that way and get passengers and have steady flow and grow Washington with all those passengers coming in. Look at this, mail on all of them. Man, he's really got a great starting point. We have a good starting point. And not to fear, we have other good stuff. We have some good resources around us. Particularly, we see the wheat field and the farm here nearby. We've got textiles. Now it's pretty far to the cotton. That's a bit of a problem, but we've got cotton and textiles. We'll have the leather here, so we can do something with that. Lumber's pretty far away. Up here to the north isn't too bad. And we got furniture here. Do we have any? Yeah, we got a sawmill right here, so we could go that route too. And there's lots of things we could do. And then we could use that lumber to feed Pittsburgh, to feed this tool factory. There's all kinds of possibilities. So let's start with what we'd like to usually start with, which is, let's see if we can't get a decent passenger line going, and I think that's going to have to be Pittsburgh to Summersville down in West Virginia. So let's go down there. Do I want to do that? Yep, I do. All right, so let's go on down. $63,000 to get that line going, and should have done this first. We're going to upgrade our office and put in a finance department, and then we're going to immediately issue a bond, big as we can, stretch the payments. Now we've got plenty of money to buy a nice, beautiful Forney train, and we're going to have it run. And we're going to actually set it up, and I wish you could just do this without having to go through all this rigmarole. But I'm going to set it up as optional because these cities are not going to have constant supply, and we don't want them to wait. We want them to pick up what they can get and take off. We'll apply that. Get started. And once he pulls out, I'll set up, there we go. Now we can upgrade our Pittsburgh and put in a repair shop so that we can set this guy up for constant repairs. And now we should have a good profitable line running between Pittsburgh and Summersville. It's not exactly what you'd call a awesome sweetheart line, but it is okay. It is okay. And I don't always do this, but I think I might just take a southern route. We might just go down here and go around to Roanoke. How big is Roanoke? Roanoke's tiny and it's in a tough spot, but we could go there and then make our way over to Washington or Richmond. Richmond would be great. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be something different. We're going to run a line down like this, kind of through these mountains and hook into this station right here. Maybe we're going to have to maybe blast a tunnel or something to get in there, certainly. Then come back, and then next we'll work our way over to Richmond, and then we'll start running some really nice full lines. So go. So we're going to raise enough money to close that bond, and then we'll open a bigger bond and expand down to Roanoke. And the beauty of the Forneys, they're so fast that they actually get back before you even have time to get a full load back. See there? It's just about perfect timing for that one train to come in. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. He'll be able to run full down to Summersville, and that little rhythm will probably stay in place. So he'll be able to run full to Summersville all the time. And because, again, the trains are so fast, there's not really any purpose in trying to run 14 trains down through there until we'll do another one when we can get mail. So we can close this bond, redeem it, and issue a new one, a bigger one, because we have a bigger company now, worth more. There we go. Now we got 82 grand to play with. Now we can go, like I said, we can run on down here. Run right past Princeton. And head on over here to Roanoke. Let's see, how we're going to do that. Probably... Oh, we can get away with no tunnel there. Oh, that's not 38,000. That's... we'll take that. And... we could even run Pittsburgh to Roanoke, make a longer line, make more money, and we don't want to deny Summersville their traffic. We'll set up a second train. And to avoid conflict, we'll just run it. And we'll put some repairs down here. There we go. So now we got a couple of them going. And I think we're just going to walk around the map, hooking up lines with these cities and growing out that way first. Then we'll get into the industry thing. So I think we'll let this run until we have 70,000. Close it out. See, we're already making money down here on this line. He's getting a nice load to go back to Summersville, so excellent. Now, Summersville's getting hit twice, so it's probably going to have a hard time keeping up. We're going to be basically sending people to Summersville. So Summersville is going to get to grow quite a bit, I suspect. All right, we redeem our loan, or bond rather. See how big we can go. 100,000, good deal. Okay, we've got 121,000 to play with. So now we're going to plug into Richmond, which is a nice big city. How do we want to go? I think we want to swing down this way and then come up. Yep. $65,000, no big deal. I could redo all these trains and route them, you know, so they don't wait on each other. I'm not going to. That's too much like work. Yeah, we don't even need to do this. Richmond is a size 35. He will have no trouble getting us people. All right, now we let this run. We're just going to rinse and repeat this process. Now, interestingly enough, taking that path has actually connected us, given us the potential to connect to Philadelphia. That's beautiful. Because we can run our train through his track to get it over there. We don't even have to mess with all these mountains. Beautiful. Now, once we have enough money to build our next line out to Philly, we're going to kind of have this guy cut off. We can even go in and be really mean and steal his passengers from Washington to Richmond, Washington to Baltimore. We may do that too, but honestly, I am not remotely concerned about the AI competitor. I mean, with all due respect, I'm just not. Look at this nice line right here. Plenty of money. Redeem that bond, issue a bigger bond. Could not issue bonds, loan amount is too high. What? Why did it let me go up there? Now I can issue it, okay. 176,000. That's plenty of money for us to do some damage. All right, so let's go hook into our buddy station. I'm not crazy about that. Not that it matters that much, but I didn't like all that slope there. That'd be more expensive, but let's get rid of some of that. Okay. Costs next to nothing. What do we got here? We've got a size 35 talking to a size 40. That sounds like at least two passenger and a male. Sounds good. And we'll do one more, only this one, as it's en route, we're going to change its load. Okay, so now we've got 2 passengers in the mail, Baltimore to Washington. And can you guess where we're headed next? New York. Got a $150,000 bond. And we'll redeem that bond and open a bigger bond. Okay. Now we're going to set up our next line, Washington to New York. Oh, I went to Brooklyn. Stupid. Well, we'll keep that station. Okay. Get enough money and clone one more and make it into a mail train. Yeah, it took these guys a long time to work their way through all his crap to get up there, but that's all right. And we could have worked around it. We could have, I could build a bypass if I wanted to. In fact, it'd be easy to build a bypass and run a long line like Philly to whatever, Roanoke or something, but we probably won't go there. We'll probably get into industry here next once we have this really solid thing going on here. Philly, New York, Philly, New York. Need one more. Here we go. Now we'll start making money on this. Okay, now we've got a Philly to New York line. We've got really, that's about all we need. Let's see here. So whether higher, we don't care. All right. I think we're going to go into a cash only mode here. Believe it or not, this already, uh-oh, should have seen this one. Buys meat higher. I would actually like that to happen because that's kind of the next business I want to get into. So let's get us a lobby. We may be too late, so let's get a nice lobby and let's throw everybody at that one. Passengers Baltimore. Don't really care. Brooklyn meet in Somersville. I think that's the one we want. Let's just throw everybody at it and hopefully we're not too late. And I said cash only. I don't think we're going to go cash only just yet. I think our law passed. Yes, it did. So we want to take advantage of that. So we want to set up. We want to be able to take wheat to a farm. Or is there a farm somewhere else? Whiskey. Are there any slots in Somerville? No. We could put a farm in Pittsburgh, but we'll hold off. 180. I think I want to do the bond thing one more time because I need quite a bit of money here. We need quite a bit for what we're about to do. Let's get a couple 100,000 and let's buy ourselves a wheat farm. And let's buy ourselves a farm. Okay. And close. Now, I think we're going to do a totally separate. We've got our passenger lines running. I think we're going to do a totally separate freight line. That's the wrong place. I mean, I absolutely see us going there fairly soon, but not right, not just yet. Hope this is Morgantown. Yeah, there we go. We'll hook into our wheat. Now here, I said separate, didn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Doesn't have to be, but we're gonna have a little separate line running out like this. To that, we own both these businesses, so I am going to put a little connection right here that's only for the purpose of feeding a train in here. Okay, they will pay $13.7 for meat and $7 in Pittsburgh. So, Forney, go here. We've got extra buildings, but we know that's coming. We know that's going to happen. And we're going to run another train. Well, we'll upgrade this, and we're going to link into Pittsburgh. There we go. Now we'll make good money off of this and this. And it looks like he's trying to connect to us, which is great because he can just buy our stuff. That's what I'm hoping will happen. And now it's time for us to go into research mode because we're starting to make money. Our goal for this mission, well, first of all, obviously, win the mission and get the work faster bonus, right? I don't see that as a problem. I just don't. But our other goal is to have a fully researched Mogul at our disposal if we want to use it for the rest of the missions. We could play with it some on this too. Another reason for these separate freight lines, because the Mogul is slower but much more powerful, can just move a lot of freight. So we go into research and work our way out here. Our Forney is completely updated. We've got this one done. We just didn't quite finish this. Now that Mogul, look at this, $168,000 to research the Mogul. So that's quite the little investment. Nah, no problem. We've got a little money-making machine going here now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that money. All right. Mogul, and we'll throw everybody on it. I'm looking for another nice little business to get into. I mean, we could, there's a couple more passenger opportunities, but we've got a farm in Brooklyn. Is there any wheat nearby? No. And we've got a sawmill and logging up here. They even sell their wood lower, but that's going to expire before we can even get a train out there. But we could sell, no, not really. No, not really. I think we need to get out here, grab that cotton, and then go to Then get into textiles, take advantage of this we're already creating, and start selling clothing all over the place with this clothes factory down here. That would be good. Or put one, I think we'd be even better off, put a clothes factory in Pittsburgh and then ship it out all over the place. Look at all that money. Good Lord. Redeem that bond. We could issue a bigger bond and have more money, but don't really need it. So let's see. What do we want to do? I think given the way this has worked out, let's do this. Let's move our passenger line over here to the bottom platform and run a line out of here. We can even build a bridge. Let's just build a bridge. They're pretty cool. We go across like this. We need a fair amount of space. We hit page up. Well, like I said, it's super easy to do. Let's go back down to the ground here. Anchor it there. Go across here. Page up. Too big a slope. Okay. Like I said, this is super simple. If you raise it up too far away, then of course you're not getting high enough right here. I don't know if we need to be closer. Obviously, I haven't played with this very much. What happens if we get really close? All right. I don't get this. Obviously, if we had a hill on one side or the other, it'd be easier to make a bridge, but we should be able to make one right there if we want to. Shouldn't we? Can't really see the elevations that well. I'm assuming it's a little higher right there. Oh man, I don't know what to tell you. You can make bridges. Anybody know how to make them? I mean, I've made them. I have had them come out, but it's almost like it's a random act of God when it actually works. It looks like we could do a bridge across right here where this is already down. Wouldn't that work? Let's try that. Just to be doing it. Let's take this line and put it in the middle. And run our other freight line out like this. Get up here on this hill. And then see if we can build a bridge like that. Now looky, there's a bridge. Okay, and then we can take it back down. Like that. Well, okay. All right. Let's see. There's our textiles, and then we want to go over here. Let's buy this thing first. Buy the textile factory. And Now let's see here. Probably going to want to come down, you know, around like that to enter. So we'll be over here, so maybe through this little area right here. $52,000, that is not bad. And we will set up, I think we're going to have one train that just is going to grab cotton for us. And we'll let that go. Now, do we buy this clothing factory and have to bridge over our buddy, or hook in like this? That would be easy enough. Yeah, let's do that. Let's buy this one. That'll give us another station to hook into too, rather than putting clothing directly in Pittsburgh. Okay. Are we cash only now? Yes, we are. Good deal. All right, so we're going to come off of our freight line. Swing into our clothing factory. And then we need to connect over here. Yeah, to be able to get over. Well, they can go through Pittsburgh if they want, but no. Crap. Don't like this. Is that 29? I can take that. It's not going to be fast. All right. So are we starting to make? No, not yet. Oh. Did a great job on my research, didn't I? Look at this price. Oh my goodness. Did a great job on my HR department, didn't I? I swear I was going to. All right. Office space -5. We want her so we can hire more people. Oh, tunnels. God, where were you when I needed you? Well, he was right here begging to be hired. Research, definitely. Locomotives, definitely. Rails, yes. Tunnels, sure, come on board. Oh man, why didn't I do that before? Let's see. Our little clothing factory here in Weston could be a big moneymaker. It really could. And we could, in fact, we're going to want to take clothing to Richmond and to Washington and to Baltimore and to Philadelphia and to New York. We can sell all the clothing we want to. I think I forgot one more line I need. I see this station getting a lot of use. Okay. All right, you go. All right, what's the problem here? Crap. You know, this T10 has gotten on that middle track to come out, and then I switched them all up. What's T11? That's the meat train. Doggone it. I'm going to copy him and then scrap that one. And I still don't know if that's going to fix it, but T10 should be able to find a way out to go somewhere, can't he? Come on. I must have caught him in mid-change, so I'm going to have to copy him and then kill T10. Well, that sucks. Okay, the Mogul is about to be done. We're about to have the Mogul. And we'll get research going, but we're not going to run Moguls, not this time. We're going to run Fornies for everything this time. Okay, we are starting to make textiles. No. Okay. Now we're starting to get stuff into our clothing factory. Gosh. Fully upgraded 40 is a pretty awesome piece of equipment. I'm going to pause it and take my time on this one. We're going to add Weston. Add Richmond. Add Weston again. Add Baltimore. Let's do them all. Let's do all the big cities. Let's see, Weston, where is it? Oh, it'd be up here in the ones we have. Weston, load. Add Philadelphia. And we could run some passengers back or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it alone. And add Weston one more time. And add New York. And we'll watch that for a minute, although we got so much money we can't watch anything for long. And we'll see if he can get, I know he can get back from Pittsburgh before there's a full train, but oh, I don't think I ever, did I fix that right there? Okay. Okay, we are making clothing. We'll come back. What else do we want to get into? We got all these big cities. This is such an easy map. Oh my. I mean, we doesn't matter. We could go textiles, and we still got the sheep farm over here that probably has plenty of sheep. Yeah, we could do wool over to this textile factory, and then go. You know, furniture wouldn't be bad. Furniture would be nice to have a furniture business over this way. We need a sawmill and logs. We got those up here. Would be easy to get. Sawmill, logs, and textiles. Oh, why don't we do that just to be doing it? Let's do another textile factory, set up a furniture factory in Philadelphia, and we can run the. Oh no, yeah, and then run. Yeah. Sorry. Kind of thinking out loud, or muttering out loud is what I'm really doing. Okay, we'll buy a textile factory, and we'll buy this logging up here. and we'll buy this sawmill right here. And we will buy this piece of land in Philadelphia. Okay, and on that piece of land, we will build a furniture factory. Furniture, okay. Then we're going to set all that up so that we can come out of York. Go over here to our new textile factory. And now I think we'll just do, let's do a train. And we're going to sell a couple of furniture to, are we? Yeah, Philadelphia. If they accept, if we have any. Okay, that'll take care of the log side, and then we need a train going. That should do for now. See, this law here about selling wool lower doesn't mean anything to us. We own that. All right, we got that going. And also, by the way, now we have a direct connection. We can get trains from Pittsburgh over here much faster. And once we have the furniture going, we're going to want to be able to sell the stuff. But you know what we can do? We can take those the clothing train we've got, and when he goes to, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not smart enough to do that. That would be very intelligent, but no, I can't do that. He's got a line. He's got a line. He needs a line. Okay. Grab furniture. I'm amazed how much they can carry. I'm not going to do that. It just gets too confusing. So we're going to Philly, sell furniture to New York. Then Philly, Sell furniture to Baltimore. And Philly. Sell furniture to Washington. Washington doesn't take furniture. Guess we can sell furniture to Pittsburgh. Okay, never mind. Pittsburgh doesn't take it, so scratch that last one. And we'll just do Philly, New York, Baltimore. We're already selling it in Philly, 2 at a time. We'll sell to New York, we'll sell to Baltimore, go. One train should be able to handle that easily. Oh, start some more research. 2, 3. Now, ideally, I'd like to get, before this 890 days is up, I would like to get all the research on the Mogul done, so we've got it fully upgraded for next time. There's another law we don't care about. Do we have a clothing train running anywhere? What did I do here? Is this supposed to be the furniture? Did I did all that and didn't hit. Start over. That's better. Now, what I'm going to do next is actually run us up to have. I think we're just kind of done. I think a furniture business, a clothing business, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good passenger lines, passenger and mail lines. We don't need to do any more. I mean, we could keep building a course, but we don't need to. So we have all the money we need. And we're just going to keep making good money. So we don't need to make getting bigger and get higher expenses or anything. We're just sit on what we have. We've got a great clothing business and a furniture business and multiple places to sell the stuff, and so all we're going to do here is I'm going to just keep running this research until we get it all done. And if we can get it all done prior to, we can actually go out here to the consolidation, but I won't get too greedy. We'll just get the Mogul updated. You know what? Could have just said forget all this and go over here, but that's all right. We'll run the Mogul. It's cool. Maybe next time. The Forney's hard to argue with though because of the speed. I mean, it can even handle these fairly heavy loads with good speed. Okay, we got 6 clothing going here, and where's our clothing? I would love, Mr. Developer, to be able to click on this and see all the trains that are using that station. That would just be awesome. But I don't think this game was really designed for people who run a lot of trains. So this guy is on his way to Richmond. I think we could clone him, don't you? I think we can. Let's just clone him and see what happens. Run another train. And we might need another sheep farm and let one feed this textile and the other one feed that textile. That's a little hole I see is this. These trains should be able to go in there, load, and move right back out. They shouldn't be waiting. There's a sheep farm right up here. Let's see if we can see if we can build another bridge. Get up here to some higher ground. It's not really higher, is it? I'm not gonna mess with this. We could buy all the steel industries and start all kinds of stuff going, but we're no thanks. All right, as you can see, I gave up on the bridge. I'm going to just run the line over here. So the one that's supposed to feed Lancaster, this one. All right. Once he, I'm gonna edit his line to say, instead of starting in York, add this, then go to Lancaster. Yeah, like that. Okay. Got 737 days left. The only thing we have to watch out for is our tricky little guy. We don't want him to take away our stations, but it's really not a problem, is it? But I'm going to just go ahead and hook up some stations so we'll be ready. We're going to run it up to 24. And we could do more, but so everyone we grab is one more he can't grab. Going to run our costs up a little bit, but I'm not concerned about our economy. Just have to make sure I don't do 25. So I can do 5 more. Oil to refinery would be a natural to just sell to everybody, but again, we just don't need it. 3 more. 3 more. Two more. And 1 more. So all these little towns get the promise of a railroad, and then they don't get to see a railroad. They get to see nothing happen because of it. Okay, so now we can just end this anytime we want to by connecting one more thing. And we're just going to stay on this and run this as far as we can. So I'm going to stop recording for a bit because this is boring, and I'm just going to play this out, and I'll try to keep an eye on this, of course, and I'll bring you back right before we finish it off. All right, welcome back. As promised, I kept going. I've done all the research, got the Mogul completely updated, got the path out to consolidation, and about to finish off having the rights to the consolidation. I'm not going to go through all this in this episode. I'm getting bored. But we're about 3 days from having that done. Once that's done, we'll do our final connection and be finished with this scenario, and plenty of time to get our best speed bonus. So we'll look for our little message for research finished, and then we will finish this one off. There it is. So there's a good spot right down here, I think, to run a station. Come on, honey. Right down here to this printing. We'll connect Princeton into our network. A lovely town I've been in many times. And that should do it. There we go, success. So we were able to hit the fastest bonus, get all our work done, and fully research the Mogul. So now when we go into the next mission, we'll have the Forney for our fast lines. We'll run separate passenger and freight, and we'll have we'll try the Mogul out on all the freight, and we'll do the Forney on the passenger mail lines, and we should be rocking and rolling. So hopefully you'll be able to join me for that one. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.